Hi YouTube, today we'll be discussing the Aqua Foundation from Koh Gen Do. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm the ThesPNation. I'm an OG YouTuber that reviews luxury beauty all the time. And since you're already here, feel free to hit that subscribe button, definitely hit that like button, and most importantly, turn on those notification bells just so that you're aware of all the videos that I have coming out. In my previous video, if you have not already seen it, I will leave a link down in the description box so you can check that out. I did review the Moisture Foundation from Koh Gen Do, which as I said is a cult product. It's an iconic foundation. Definitely check this out. I decided to review its counterpart, the Aqua Foundation, also from Koh Gen Do, just because these are the only two foundations within their entire range, so I wanted you to see both of these foundations on the skin because you should definitely know about them. So for starters, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my primer, which for today will be the Veil Mineral Primer from Hourglass. And as I said in previous videos with this primer, though it does give me a nice ashy cast just because of the sunscreen in it, it's an amazing primer. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the foundation. And of course this is the Aqua Foundation from Koh Gen Do, and this is in the shade 302. I like that this has a pump. And here is shade 302 on the back of my hand. It does look very scary because it's giving me peanut butter tease. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot this all over my face and then blend it out. You should just be able to see how reflective my skin is after applying that. As I apply this into the skin, it just literally disappears. And again, the initial shade that you see, it is not what you see when you actually start to blend it out because it kind of just disappears. Look at that. That's beautiful. Yes, ma'am. This is very pretty. I'm just going to go ahead and apply to the second half of my face and blend this out as well. And hopefully you can see this on camera, just how it just literally just melts and dissolves into my skin. The original shade literally looks like a corrector. It looks very orangey, but when it actually hits my skin, it just disappears. That is so beautiful. Do you see this? I mean, look at this. Wow. This is actually a different experience from the Moisture Foundation. Like, they're both beautiful and they look extremely natural. Like, it looks like I put really nothing on my face. It looks like I put a moisturizer on my face, but they do give a different type of look. And the actual amount of coverage is different as well. But overall, man, these are beautiful foundations from Koh Gen Do. And for just a little bit more coverage, I did put on a little bit more foundation because I just want you to see this. Like, look at this. Look at how this just, like, literally just disappears. It just dissolves. That's amazing. A lot of foundations that look like this, if I were to do this, they would not dissolve. I'd be out here looking a faux. Oh yeah. Oh man. I'm loving this. This is like Tom Ford's Shading Illuminate, but half off. Wow. I'm telling you, once I got these two Koh Gen Do foundations, and then I got the new Peau foundation, the Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte, that has really just made like Shade and Illuminate not exist anymore. Like, Shade and Illuminate to me is like something that's just not even in existence because these foundations blow it out of the water. Like this foundation and the Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte from Peau, that is what Shade and Illuminate wanted to be. But it's not. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad foundation. It's just not these, and it's definitely not Peau. Does not even compare. For concealer, I'm going to use the concealer from Peau, and this is in the shade Cocoa. So I'm just going to gently swipe this on. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out. Man, this concealer, oh my gosh, y'all. This Peau concealer. And then the Radiant Corrector for eyes. Oh my goodness. And for a soft highlight, I'm going to use Pau's Radiant Corrector for eyes. And recently I've been using this in Nutmeg. However, I'm going to actually use the shade Hazelnut because this shade was a shade that I honestly didn't think I could wear. But yeah, I can. So here's the shade of Hazelnut on the back of my hand, and honestly when I first got this, I really didn't think I could wear this. I thought this was going to be ashy and just too light. However, when it blends in the skin, oh my goodness, y'all. I'll just show you. This product is like a magic trick. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna just pop a little bit of this under my eyes. And for me to see a shade like this under my eyes, it's very scary because I'm thinking that it's going to give me this ashy cast. However, when I blend this out, that does not happen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. It just gives like this soft, like, candlelight glow, lit from within, je ne fique type of description. It's not overly highlighted. You don't have like this raccoon type of look. This looks absolutely beautiful in person. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy because I really didn't think I could use Hazelnut. I mean, I was fine with Nutmeg, but this like actually gives me a highlight, and it's just such a soft, beautiful highlight. Before I go any further with my eye area, I will go ahead and apply my bronzer. I will be using the Gucci bronzer in shade 4, which of course looks like that. Just applying a whisper of color there. Beautiful. For setting powder, I will go ahead and use the Mercier translucent setting powder in Honey, which has become my new best friend. Now I'm just going to use the Dark Star mascara from Pat McGrath, a little bit of the Fetish lip balm from Pat McGrath. Now I'm just going to dust off any excess powder. Wow. To set everything, I'm going to use the Veil Soft Focus Spray from Hourglass, which, as you all know, I absolutely love. Okay guys, so let's talk about it. Aqua Foundation from Koh Gen Do is fortunately a 30 ml 1 ounce bottle, which is the standard size, comes in 10 different shades, and it retails for $77. And the following information is provided directly from Koh Gen Do. The coveted Aqua Foundation, known for giving skin the same youthful glow you experience right after a facial, is redesigned for increased coverage, radiance, hydration, and longevity. Formulated with our signature gloss film powder, the light diffusing minerals brighten and minimize pores while resisting sweat and oiliness. This breathable serum foundation contains weightless skin conditioning emollients that improve the hydration and health of skin for a flawless and comfortable complexion all day. Benefits and features: nourishes skin with minerals from the deep waters of Bretagne, France. Contains soft focus pigments to brighten while reducing the appearance of pores and discoloration. Contains tea tree oil, our signature blend of jojoba oil, olive squalane, and shea butter to leave skin soft and supple for all skin types. Sheer to medium buildable coverage, natural dewy finish. So as far as this foundation is concerned, as you can see, once again, it is one of the most amazing looking foundations I have ever used in my life. It definitely is a serum-like foundation. It is definitely as well a light to medium coverage, or more so a sheer to medium buildable coverage. It's a beautiful finish. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what to compare this to right now. Like, I don't even know what to compare this to. Like, it's just funny. It's because when I record these videos, I've already tried the foundations, but then I relive them as I'm recording them. And this one, you know, it says it's supposed to mimic, you know, your skin after a facial. And that's a very good description, just because your skin looks extremely healthy. Just looks, I mean, I don't even know. This one really blew me away when I first tried it. Like this one and the Moisture Foundation, both of them. And the same with the Peau Radiant Fluid Foundation and the Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte. These 4 different foundations, I don't know what to say. This one kind of leaves me speechless just because I've already reviewed the other 3 foundations. And now that I'm doing this one and just seeing this, honestly, I'm gonna take it back for a minute, but in the words of Tag Team from the 90s, y'all remember that group Tag Team? Whoop, there it is. That's all I have to say about this foundation. This should tell you how I feel as far as, you know, how the foundation looks. It lasts all day. It's a beautiful foundation. I don't know, like, it's just, this is, wow, okay. And of course, even though this is an amazing looking foundation, and I would highly recommend you try this foundation out if you have not done so already, the downside to this foundation, of course, is that it only comes in 10 different shades. It does everything that it says it's going to do. It's a serum foundation, meaning that, you know, it's very light on the skin. You really don't feel anything to begin with. The coverage is really nice, I would say. Definitely, I would say it's a sheer to buildable medium coverage. Right now, I would say I have more of a light, I would say not exactly a medium coverage, but I would say I probably have a light medium coverage on my face right now. But overall, great coverage. Buildable coverage rather, has great ingredients, just really nice benefits to the skin. Overall look of it, honestly, this versus the Moisture, I feel that the Moisture Foundation is a bit more concentrated, even though the Moisture Foundation really isn't concentrated. When it comes to this foundation, they describe it as a foundation that gives you a finish that looks like you just had a spa facial. And that's the best way that I would, you know, actually describe it. And I really do agree with that description. As a Moisture Foundation on the other side, it just looks like skin. It literally just looks like skin. And this one too is very skin-like as well. Has that same feeling, but it's just a bit more reflective, and it just looks more so like, you know, a foundation that, you know, gives you that spa-like well-rested look. I just don't know what else to say, guys. This is an amazing foundation. If you have not tried this, I highly recommend it. Definitely feel free to let me know if you have tried the Aqua Foundation. What are your thoughts on this foundation? Definitely as well, let me know if you have also tried the Moisture Foundation. I did reach out to Koh Gen Do, trying to see if they can actually send me the new version of this. Who knows? It's a shot in the dark. I don't know. I do have some PR that's coming from another brand, and I'm really excited about that. This foundation is truly something that you should see in person. If you can find this in your shade, I highly recommend you try this foundation. This looks absolutely spectacular on the face, just like the Moisture Foundation, just like Clé de Beau's Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte, just like the Clé de Beaut Radiant Fluid Foundation. These more foundations recently have blown me away. Definitely feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll be back with a whole lot more. Bye.